So how are you going to take a test, and how are you going to enter your answers and show your work? Because you got to show your calculations. So I'm going to show you that right now. So I have right now an example test up for you. Your test, instead of saying test example, will be whatever test you're taking, and each one will probably have 2 questions. Okay. The first one is the actual question. What is the weight in newtons of a 90 kilogram box? So this box is where we're going to type our numeric answer. Then number 2, type your work for the question above. So this is where we need to show our calculation for how we got this answer. So I've already done my calculation on a piece of paper, and I recommend you probably do that when you take the test, is do your calculation on a paper and then enter everything. And so I know my numeric answer is 882 newtons. Notice, since we tell you what units it's in, we don't put units here, we just put an answer. If you put units in, it'll mark it wrong. So now I need to come down here and I'm going to enter my work. So to show my calculation, we need to use an equation in here. So I'm going to hit this. This is how we can make it look like regular math type. So now I know my equation is the force of gravity, so I need a subscript. F sub g, the force of gravity, equals the mass times gravity. Okay, now right here, that formula looks correct. But now watch this. When I hit done, and it puts it in my box, it changes it. Okay, now when I submit it, it'll all be fine. But notice you can still read it. F, and this is sub g, equals the mass times gravity. So I can still see that. So now I'm going to show it with my numbers. I'm going to put my numbers in. So again, I need force of gravity, I need my subscript, equals, and I need 90 kilograms, right? So I can just type 90 kilograms times, I can use that times, which is from my keyboard, or I can come up and use just the button there, times, and now I need 9.8, and I need units. 0.8 meters per second squared. So if we look, here's how we're going to do our fraction. Here's our fraction, and we're going to say meters per second, and I need a square. I'm going to put squared up there. Okay? And that equals, when I multiply those two out, 882 newtons. So now I can just click done. Now notice, see, it's changed it again, but I can still kind of see it. Fg equals 90 times 9.8 meters per second squared. Now I just submit it. We don't worry about it here. As long as it looks good in our equation in here, it'll be just fine. So now I just submit it. And just remember, once it's submitted, you're done. That's all there is to it. So give it a try on this practice test.